Hello everyone, Whitefoot Soldier here again. Today we're going to have a quick little review of the two 1 per case figures from the Series 3 Minimates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. As you can see, the two figures are Vision Quest Splinter on your right and Ivan Steranko on your left. As you may recall from the cartoon series, Ivan Steranko is now Rocksteady. So let's have a look at these guys. We're just going to quickly look over a few features on them because I actually wrote a full review of them on the website. So if you want to read the fully typed version, you can go to the whitefootsoldier.com. But I also wanted to give you guys a close look at some of the details on the figure and just a couple of different views. So let's have a look at Vision Quest Splinter first. And as you can see, Vision Quest Splinter is very similar as far as the plastic goes to the Mutagen Turtles, except obviously Splinter is blue. I have some cool pictures, one specifically on the website, of the light coming through the Splinter that looks really cool. And if you look closely, you can see some details on Splinter's robe and even on his wrists as well. And the first thing you might have noticed too is the stand that Splinter comes with is different than the regular stands that these figures normally come with. And Splinter's feet are a little bit loose, which is not really a big problem. The stand is pretty cool. He fits right in there with his foot. Has the hole just like all the other figures do. And on the back, you'll see this little space right here where Splinter's tail fits very nicely in there. Now the robe does come off. There's really no reason for it to come off. We'll look at it real quick just to show you. And when I first opened this guy, I was a little bit concerned because, whoop, now all the parts are falling off. I was a little bit concerned because the legs weren't bending right and I was having trouble getting them to stand. Well, it looked like in the factory, this figure actually was put together the wrong way, which is understandable because all the pieces look the same and are all the same color. So his knee joints were actually on backwards, which would explain why he wasn't standing correctly. Let me just pop that back in there. So, like I said, as you can see, his robe comes off. Nothing too great looking about that. But it is an option in case you want to, add some different things to him. Maybe if you want to take the Splinter robe from the other Splinter and put it on, so you have the clear blue arms, head, and legs with the regular robe. The robe also has the tail in the back, which is just sculpted right on there. Another symbol on the back as well. So, and Splinter features his joints are a little bit loose. Splinter features the 14 points of articulation that most of these figures feature, so that's pretty cool. And actually, I'll just set this one to the side. Well, let's have one last look actually at the head. You can see the head of this guy is sculpted in pretty much, I think, the same way as the other Splinter. I don't own the other Splinter yet. He's on his way in the mail right now as we speak, so I don't have him in hand to compare, but you can see some chunks taken out of each ear, and it's well detailed. It really is. The head sculpt is very nice. We see the goatee. All right, let's have a look at Ivan Steranko now. So Ivan Steranko, as I mentioned, is now Rocksteady, but before he was Rocksteady, he was an arms dealer, and before being mutated by Shredder and Baxter Stockman. Now, this figure doesn't come with any other accessories. It does come with the normal clear stand that we see from most of the non-turtle figures from this line. And his jacket's really cool though, and he features a lot of paint. I mean, for a figure of this size, the detail and paint is great. Minimates, Diamond Select has done a great job with these Minimates. And you'll see even some scars in the face, the facial details, and the classic Minimates head looks awesome. Doesn't look weird being a human character. All the details look great on it. The buttons on his jacket are painted as tie, and pretty much everything that could be painted is painted on this guy. So we'll have a look at the back, and you can see that the ears are even painted onto the hair, which is, a nice little detail that I can appreciate. And you can take this off as well. And you know, since like I said, the hair is actually painted onto the hat itself. So if you want a bald Ivan Steranko, you can have that. And like I said, I have some other pictures of this guy on there that feature that look. And if we pop the head off, because this guy, he's a little bit hard to stand at first, but once I mess around with his limbs a little bit, you know, a little tight from the factory, he was able to stand, but a little bit hard to stand at first because the jacket does kind of impede his ability to stand, but it's not a big deal once you work out the joints. And just like Splinter, let's see, it's like Splinter, his jacket pops off, and you can have that look of Ivan if you want. We can pop his head back on there, put his hair and hat on, and a little bit easier to stand that way. So yeah, so these are the Minimates Series 3 1 per case figures. I was very pleased to get them. I bought them off of lukestoystore.com. So if you guys want to visit that website, he does have a lot of the Minimates turtles from all series, really. So I was very pleased to be one of the first to receive these figures from Luke's. And oh, and one last thing too, Splinter actually does come with a clear stand too, but I just display him on the stand because it looks much cooler. So be sure to check out diamondselecttoys.com for more information. There's a Series 4 Minimates announced for the TMNT line. I cannot wait for those figures. All the information is available online. I'll be sure to review all those figures once I receive them as well. And be sure to visit, like I said, the whitefootsoldier.com for a full write-up of these guys. And be on the lookout for the blind bags and specialty stores right now. Thank you.